Every month, he does the same thing. He wakes up, goes to work, gets paid, and by the 20th of the month, the money is gone. Not because he spent it on something big, not because of a crisis, just gone. And he sits there, staring at his phone, wondering where it all went. If this sounds familiar, stay with me, because this video isn't about budgets or side hustles or investment apps. This video is about the one thing no one talks about, the thing that happens inside your head. Every single time you make a financial decision, your money mindset. And by the end of this, you will understand exactly why your brain has been working against your wealth and how to change it. Let me ask you something. When you were growing up, what did the adults around you say about money? Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. Save what you have. Don't dream too big. Here's the thing about those statements. You didn't choose to believe them. You were a child. Your brain absorbed everything around you like a sponge. And those beliefs, those invisible scripts, got burned into your subconscious. Psychologists call this your money blueprint. It's the automatic programming that controls how you feel about earning, spending, saving, and investing. And the terrifying part? Most people never examine it. They just live it. They wake up every day running software installed in them before they were 10 years old. The earner works hard. He earns well. But every time his account starts growing, something happens. He finds a reason to spend it. A new phone, a meal out, something for the house. It's not weakness. It's not laziness. It's his money blueprint doing exactly what it was programmed to do, keeping him at a level of wealth that feels familiar. Your brain hates discomfort. It is literally wired through millions of years of evolution to keep you in familiar territory. Neuroscientists call this homeostasis. Your body does it with temperature. Your metabolism does it with weight. And your subconscious does it with money. If you grew up around financial struggle, your brain learned that financial struggle is normal. And anything above that level starts to feel wrong, unsafe, undeserved. So what does the brain do? It self-sabotages. You get a raise, and suddenly your lifestyle inflates to match it. You save a little, and something unexpected comes up. You get a bonus, and it's gone before the next paycheck. This is not bad luck. This is your nervous system restoring the familiar. The spender isn't irresponsible because he doesn't care. He spends because spending feels like relief. And relief feels like safety. Every purchase is a small signal to his brain. Everything is okay. We are where we belong. Until the credit card statement arrives. And suddenly, a different kind of familiar kicks in. Anxiety, guilt. The debtor emerges. And the cycle repeats. Now let's get specific. Here are the 7 most dangerous money mindset traps and what each one costs you. Trap 1. The scarcity mindset. People with a scarcity mindset believe there is never enough. Not enough money, not enough opportunity, not enough time. And because they believe this, they hoard, panic, and make fearful decisions. They avoid investing because they might lose. They avoid negotiating because they might be rejected. They avoid starting a business because they might fail. Here's what scarcity thinking actually costs you. Research shows that people under financial stress lose the equivalent of 13 IQ points in cognitive function. Not because they're less intelligent, but because the mental bandwidth consumed by financial worry literally leaves less capacity for good decisions. Scarcity doesn't just feel bad. It makes you worse at solving the very problem causing it. Trap 2. The lottery fantasy. Be honest with yourself. How many times have you thought, If I could just win big once, everything would change. A big contract, an inheritance, going viral, one investment that 100x's. The fantasy of the sudden transformation. Here's the uncomfortable truth. 70% of lottery winners go broke within 7 years. Not because they're bad people, because their mindset never changed. The money arrived, but the blueprint stayed the same. Wealth is not a destination. It's a daily practice. The wealthy didn't get there with one lucky break. He got there by making thousands of small, boring, disciplined decisions over years while nobody was watching. Trap 3. Lifestyle inflation. This one is quiet. This one is dangerous. When the earner gets a raise, do you know what most people do? They upgrade. Nicer apartment, better car, fancier dinners. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it is the silent killer of wealth. Because every time your income goes up and your spending rises to meet it, your savings rate stays the same. 0. The average person in their entire working career earns over $1 million and retires with almost nothing. Where did it go? Lifestyle inflation. Every single year, the wealthy understood something early. Every rupee, every dollar he didn't spend on upgrading his lifestyle was a unit of future freedom. He didn't deprive himself. He made conscious choices. And over time, those choices compounded. Trap 4. The employee mindset. This one is controversial, but it needs to be said. There is nothing wrong with being an employee, but there is a dangerous mental trap that comes with it. The belief that your financial future is someone else's responsibility. My company will handle my pension. My government will protect me. I just need to work hard and everything will be fine. This passive mindset, this outsourcing of financial responsibility, is one of the most common reasons intelligent, hardworking people end up financially vulnerable. The system wasn't designed with your wealth in mind. It was designed to keep you productive, contributing, dependent. The mentor understood this. He didn't fight the system. He worked within it. But he took full ownership of his financial education, his investments, his wealth strategy. No one was going to do it for him, and no one is going to do it for you. Trap 5. Money avoidance. Here is a strange one. Many people who are bad with money aren't bad because they're greedy. They're bad because they're uncomfortable. Uncomfortable with numbers. Uncomfortable with looking at their accounts. Uncomfortable with conversations about salary, investing, or financial planning. They avoid it because it feels overwhelming. But avoidance never solves financial problems. It multiplies them. The interest compounds. The debt grows. The retirement savings that weren't started at 25 now need to catch up at 45. The antidote is not expertise. It's just attention. Looking regularly. The mentor doesn't know everything, but he looks at his numbers weekly. He knows exactly where he is because you cannot navigate a map you refuse to open. Trap 6. The comparison trap. Social media has created a financial epidemic. We see highlight reels, and we measure them against our daily reality. The spender buys things he can't afford, to look like someone he isn't, to impress people who aren't watching. And the result? Consumer debt at record highs globally. People financing lifestyles they hate to maintain appearances they don't need. The wealthy stopped comparing himself to others a long time ago. His only reference point was yesterday's version of himself. Am I better today than I was last month? Is my net worth higher? Am I making smarter decisions? That's the only scoreboard that matters. Trap 7. The someday delay. I'll start saving someday. I'll invest when I have more money. I'll learn about personal finance when things calm down. Someday is the most expensive word in the personal finance dictionary. Let's do the math. If you invest just a small amount every month at age 25, at average market returns, by age 60, you could have 30, 40, even 50 times what you put in. If you start at 35 instead of 25, that number is cut almost in half. The 10 years of delay cost more than the 30 years of investing that followed. Compound interest is the most powerful force in wealth creation, and it only works if you start, not someday, today. Okay, you now know the 7 traps. The question is, can you actually change your money mindset? Yes, but not by willpower, not by motivation, by identity. Here's what the research shows. Behavioral economists have found that over 40% of our daily actions are habits, not conscious decisions. Your spending, saving, and investing behaviors are mostly automatic. You don't choose them in the moment. You execute the programming you've built over years. So the goal is not to fight your habits. The goal is to rebuild your identity. The earner became the wealthy not by earning more. He became the wealthy by starting to think like the wealthy. Here's how to begin. Rewire 1. Audit your money story. Write down every belief you have about money. Rich people are. Money is. I am someone who. Look at every statement. Ask, where did this come from? Is it actually true? Is it serving me? Most beliefs you'll find were borrowed from someone else's fear. Return them. Rewire 2. Automate the boring part. Willpower is a limited resource. Stop relying on it. Automate your savings. Automate your investments. The day your salary arrives, money moves to savings and investments first, not what's left over after spending. Pay yourself first. Always. This one habit, mechanically applied, will do more for your wealth than any amount of financial motivation. Rewire 3. Track without judgment. Open your financial statements. Don't judge. Don't panic. Just look. Every week, take 5 minutes. Where did the money go? No emotional charge. Just data. Over time, this practice builds what psychologists call financial self-efficacy. The belief that you are capable of managing your money. And that belief changes behavior. Rewire 4. Upgrade your environment. You are the average of the conversations you're exposed to. Start reading about money, watching about money, talking about money with people who handle it well, not to copy them, to normalize it. When wealthy behavior becomes familiar, your brain stops treating it as foreign. And what the brain treats as familiar, it starts to move toward. Rewire 5. Define what enough means to you. Here's the quiet secret of the wealthy. He's not chasing infinite money. He defined his number early. What does financial freedom look like for me? How much do I need to live the life I actually want? When you have a clear target, every financial decision becomes simpler. Does this bring me closer to my number, or does it push me further away? That's the only question. The earner and the wealthy often start in the same place. Same salary, same city, same bills. The difference was never the income. The difference was always the invisible programming running in the background and the willingness to examine it. You cannot afford to run someone else's software on your life. Examine your beliefs. Automate your behavior. Build your identity. The wealth you want is not waiting for a lucky break. It's waiting for your mindset to catch up with your ambition. Start today. If this opens something in your mind, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're new here, this is what we do. We draw the truth about money so you can finally see it clearly. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.